YouTube, what's going on? BD Wolfgang 1980 here, aka Bezell. Man, seen the place to be in the QCNC. Hello, friends. Good to be back in front of you all. Hope you're doing well. As usual, most certainly am. NXT Takeover Dallas. That's tonight. It's April 1st, 2016. We got one heck of a card. All the titles are on the line. We should have a good crowd. Let's talk about what's going to happen here. Oh, not to mention a couple debuts as well. Let's get down to it, folks. As usual, the matches are in no particular order. So let's get down to it. Apollo Crews will be taking on Elias Sampson, the Drifter. Austin Aries will be taking on the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. Shinsuke Nakamura will be taking on Sami Zayn. And the NXT Tag Team titles will be on the line. American Alpha, the challengers, Jason Jordan, Chad Gable. They'll be taking on the Revival, Dash and Dawson, the champions. Asuka will be taking on Bayley, the champion, as far as the NXT Women's title is concerned. And your NXT title, Samoa Joe, the challenger, versus Finn Balor, the champion. All matches that we've been looking forward to. All the title matches. I mean, how on earth can they mess this up? We got some good time, big time workers in here. Let's break it down here, folks. Let's get down to it here. First things first. For me, let me call what I consider to be the easiest one. That's right. The Drifter will beat Apollo Crews tonight. I just, here's the thing, and I'm pulling for Apollo, okay? If you guys remember, we used to talk about NXT on this channel. I'm pulling for my man, but he's got to do something to stand out at this point. I mean, having a great look and all that, being athletic as heck, that's not enough for him right now. He's going to have to do something. Something's going to have to alert to, to grab out at us as fans and say, okay, now I care about him. And for me, maybe he might have to go angry, but not just angry. He might have to go bitter and sour. He might have to work that part of it. I try to do things right, and look what that got me. He might have to go that route. And for him to get there, he's going to take some losses to what I consider some chumps. And the Drifter is on that list to me. No offense to him, sure he's a great guy, blah blah blah. But at least the way he's being used in NXT, he's a chump. So, but I see the Drifter getting the win tonight, clean, 1, 2, 3. And maybe that'll get us something going with Apollo Crews. We'll see. Let's move on here. Actually, I'm full of a little bit of salt tonight. We got another shocker for you all, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I got to be honest. I got to go with my gut. But Austin Aries will lose in his debut against Baron Corbin. And I hate to say that because Austin Aries is the man. I've always liked him. You guys know we used to do, this channel was literally built on TNA reviews. I used to love TNA. I wish them well. I just didn't have time for them anymore. But I'm very happy to see Austin Aries. But I'm a little nervous. I mean, is this going to be just like what we got with the Cowboy, James Storm? I mean, is he there for the long haul, or is this just like here's a little bit of money. We might try things out, see how it goes. So I'm not sure. So I have to go with the past. I mean, when they brought in the Cowboy, they really didn't make a big deal about it. They tried to act like they did. But look at the difference when they brought in AJ Styles. Well, AJ Styles was a surprise, but look at the difference with Nakamura. Press conferences, they're showing all these clips, they're hyping up the fact they're bringing in a well-respected big star. We just didn't get any of that with Austin Aries, so I'm a little leery. As much as I like to see him win in his debut, with the time and the effort and the energy they have invested in Corbin, Baron Corbin's getting the win tonight. I gotta go with it. So first things first, Nakamura. The Drifter, then Corbin. And I guess I gave that away, but I'm going with Nakamura. Nakamura versus Zayn. I don't know how they're going to work it out. I don't know if somebody's going to be distracted. Maybe Kevin Owens will show up at NXT tonight, and that way Zayn can lose with some dignity. But Nakamura, they're not going to mess this up. Too much is on the line, too much money, too much hype. Speaking of Nakamura, let me give you guys a quick story. A lot of you know I don't watch a lot of the indies. No knock on it. I don't have time, and I'm just as much unfamiliar with New Japan as I am with the indies. So for me tonight, this will be my first anything when it comes to Nakamura, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, I've heard all of you guys talking. I've heard other reviewers talking in the past. I've heard the name. I'm not oblivious. I know the name, but I've never seen any of his matches, and I won't do any YouTube research on him until after tonight. So tonight is going to be my first time seeing him in action. So hopefully everything works out, and we'll see how he does. Let's see what all this hype is about. But and to some of y'all that might be saying, "Oh, well, Bezell, WWE, they're they might mess it up, or they're gonna tame him back, or put on the training wheels." I'm gonna put it to you like this: with everything that you guys have been saying about him for the past few years, there's no such thing. So I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna see tonight's gonna be not only his WWE debut, but it's gonna be the debut for Bezell as well. So we'll talk about it. I'll owe you guys that much. We'll do a follow up on this. So from there, we're gonna go to the tag team titles. American Alpha, it's just time. They can't deny it. They're on that rocket ship. They're on their way up, and they might as well not put it off. They are going to be your new NXT Tag Team Champions tonight. They will take the belts from the Revival. I like the Revival. I always have. They remind me of the kind of wrestling I grew up on. Some of that old NWA, Mid-Atlantic stuff. But tonight it's about American Alpha in front of that big crowd. American Alpha will be your next NXT Tag Team Champions. From there, it just gets tougher and tougher to call. Now, what do we do here, folks? We have the lovable, huggable Bayley, right? We have Asuka, who is just white hot. I mean, just as hot as you could be right now when it comes to the crowd. Who are they going to cheer for tonight? That alone is more intriguing to me than possibly what we'll see in the match. Who are they going to pull for? Are they going to boo Bayley? Are they going to boo Asuka? So I don't even know, but I got to give you a winner, right? So I chose Bayley's going to retain, and she's going to stay on NXT for the meanwhile. So that's the only reason why I see her retaining. I don't know if they're ready yet. They really haven't acted like they've kind of teased bringing her up there like they did with the other divas. So I'm not sure if they're going to. I know they want to do it one day, but I'm not sure if we come to that day yet. So Bayley keeps the NXT Women's title. She retains in a match that I just can't wait to see. From here, this one's another tough one. Samoa Joe. A guy that could be on Raw tomorrow and the show would be better. Finn Balor, same thing. He could be on Raw tomorrow, and definitely with the right booking and the right angle, it'll be instantly better for it. Who wins this one? Who benefits by winning this one? Who benefits by either one staying as opposed to going up to the main roster? This one's a tough to call because you've heard the rumors, you've heard the rumblings. They got this Balor Club. You've seen the shirts. A few guys have been acquired here or there, and they might be putting the band together. So that right there kind of spoils it and says that he's probably going to be going up to Raw. But once again, I think keeping Samoa Joe off of Raw is a big mistake. It's already gone on long enough, but it's too tough to call for me. But for some crazy reason, I'm going to go with Finn Balor retaining. Still thinking he's going to go to Raw, but I'm thinking that even if he does, they're going to let him go. He'll do like Kevin Owens did. He'll relinquish the title. So Finn Balor will retain the NXT title after a brutal match. Looking forward to that as well. I'm just flat out looking forward to this show. So here we go. Let's do a quick recap here, my friends. Nakamura wins his debut. Baron Corbin goes over Austin Aries. The Drifter will go over Apollo Crews. American Alpha will become the new tag team champions. Bayley will retain the women's championship, and Finn Balor will retain the NXT World title. So there you go. Too much fun. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll do a recap of it. Also going to be watching WrestleMania this weekend, but I'm not going to get into previewing and all that. Long story short, who knows what to expect with that on Sunday. But either way, tonight I'm definitely looking forward to it. Stay tuned. Lucha Underground Review will be up next here shortly. Get ready to switch the camera off and start recording that for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Go out there, be good to one another, be good to yourselves, be true to yourselves. I will see you later, my friends. Take care. Bezell's out. Peace.